Hi guys, so today I'm here to share with you my go-to hairstyle of the moment, and it is these amazing bombshell beachy waves. So I'm going to be using my big 1.5-inch curling iron, which I'm going to show you in a minute, or a barrel curler, and I'm just obsessed with this hair. You guys have probably seen this hair in a lot of my recent videos, and I just love it. This is just one of those hairstyles that everyone needs to know how to do, and you just get so much volume in your root. I just love it, trust me. Keep watching so that way you can learn how I do this hair, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So let's get right into the video, and I will stop blabbering now until I start demoing, and then I blabber some more. So let's go. So to do this look, I'm using the T3 World Trio 1.5-inch straight barrel connected wand. So this is from the T3 set that I have talked to you guys about a lot on my channel. There are 3 interchangeable wand heads, and this is just the biggest one. I have it on the 3rd heat setting, so it's like middle of the way, not too hot. With this wand, I find that it's best not to be too hot, because then the curls just set better when you're using a lower temperature. At least that is what I have found. So I'm gonna let that sit down and heat up while I tell you guys about what I do before curling my hair. Just as a basic, I'm going to just brush through my hair so that way it's not tangly. If you guys have hard to style hair as far as heat styling goes, then what I recommend doing is don't like prep your hair or straighten it beforehand. I know that I always feel the need to do that, especially because I have super curly hair and I just want everything smooth when I go to curl it. But that does not give you the longest lasting curls from my experience. What I've actually been doing recently is just walking out of the shower, letting my hair dry like 95%, and then blow dry it. So that way you have like that really crazy like lion's mane giant poof hair, and then go in and work with your curling wand and just like kind of flatten out the tops with it. That is how I find that I have very long lasting, like 3-day curls. If you don't have that time, or if you're working with second day hair like I am, that you've already styled and yet you still want to go in with a new style, go in with your hairspray before going in with your styling tool. I don't love doing this because I feel like it's going to leave a residue on your curling iron, but when it's necessary, it's necessary. So just take your hair and mist it. You can do it section by section, but I forget then, so I just do an overall misting beforehand, and you can just lightly brush that out now. Taking my handy dandy clip, I am just going to section my hair around eyebrow level. Working with a big curling iron, you can work with bigger sections. And what I'm going to do now that my curling iron is heated up is take this big of a section. It's about 1.5 inches of hair. And with a curling wand, you always want to go over your head using the opposite hand, and use the hand on the side of the head that your hair is coming from to curl. With these waves, you just want to curl away from your face. I basically do all of them in one direction. I try to do like every 3rd one to go the other way, just so that way they don't all clump together, but it's not the biggest deal. So after I've held the curl for about 5 seconds in the wand, I just drop it, and that is the beautiful wave that you are left with. And you guys can definitely do this on shorter hair if you don't have long hair like I do, but you might need to use a smaller wand depending on how short exactly your hair is. So hold it for like 5 seconds, drop it, hold it and shake it out a little bit so that way it cools, and then just drop it. So again, that's the first curl. Here's the second one. They're just very loose, bouncy waves, but I love them. So we're curling towards the face now, and you just twist it around. Now, for this hair look, I try to keep the hair flat against the wand. I don't try to twist it, which is one of the most confusing things about wands, I think, is that you can have either an S-curl kind of look, or you can get a bouncy, like, banana curl, which is what I like. So now I'm gonna finish off this side. And now the smaller the section that you work with, that also helps your hair last a little bit longer. And then hold it in your hand, wait for it to cool. And the reason why I say shake it out is because sometimes your hair is like really hot, and your hand just can't deal. Dropping down this next section, I pull the curled hair to the back and move the new front section. So for this hair look, what is very important to me is making sure that you save a section in the middle of the top of your head because this changes your whole hair look. Trust me on it. So just clip this middle part back, and then you're gonna work with these two side top sections. Now you're gonna take this front section, and I wanna show you guys what I do with my fingers. Now I grab the hair originally, put the barrel behind the hair, and when I curl it, you see how I'm twisting my fingers? It's originally out here, and then I twist, so that way it goes flat. I grab it again, and then when I twist it, I just kind of loop my fingers. The bottom, the last like curl around is kind of hard. It does kind of get twisted at the bottom one, but just try your best. You guys will get the hang of it eventually. And then I'm going to drop it. And I don't worry if there's like a missing hair like that. Those pieces don't really ruin the hair look because it is such a boho look, and there'll be a chance later to go back and fix any of those, which I'll tell you when is the perfect time to do that. So I'm curling towards now, flipping the hair. You see those finger movements? Yeah. That's how you keep it looking good. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So, done with this little section. If you guys can see that at all. Nice and bouncy. Okay, so now all of this bottom is done, and we are left with this little baby section up top. This is where you're gonna get all of that volume and the real kind of bombshell curl look, which I had never done before. So I'm gonna work with this back section first. So I'm just gonna plop it in the front of my head and keep the rest of this clipped away. I'm going to just kind of comb it back with my fingers so that way it goes all the way up and straight. And I do have a random little strand there, but that'll be okay. And holding this section straight up, I'm just going to wrap my hair perpendicular to my head and just wrap the hair back. It's very simple, and I'm going right up to the crown, if you guys can see that. You need to put down the curling wand and quickly wrap your hair back into that same form of the wand. Now holding that there in this little curl, it's like a pin curl kind of thing. You're gonna take a bobby pin, take your bobby pin, open it, and then jagged side down, pin that curl into place to set. So it's gonna look a little something like that. Hopefully I pinned it okay without looking. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the section in front of it. Pin this to the side like a crazy lady. Now on this second section, I try to take the opposite hand to curl the wand and then curl it back with the other hand. Again, keeping the hair as flat as possible to the barrel, and then again loop the hair into the same shape that it was in when it was on the wand, and pin that into place. And on to the last section. So you know what we're gonna do for this one? This same exact thing. And this is when it helps that the curling iron is on a cooler setting, because that means that the hair is not going to be quite as hot, which means that when you drop it out of this curl and you have to hold it in your hand and like twirl it into place and pin it, it doesn't hurt your fingers as much. Pin this one into place. Now with this top section, I'm just gonna hairspray it. So now is the time to go back and check to see if you wanna curl any other pieces. This is what the hair looks like right now. Very nice and beachy. And yeah, so I'm going to let this chill for like 5 to 10 minutes, whatever time you can really spare is the best. And then once it's done, I will just unpin it, take it down, and that is the completed look. So I will be back then. Okay, so I am back. I have finished letting my hair cool. So I'm going to start with the back section and just start taking out these bobby pins, and you guys can see, I mean, just look at that lift in the back, and it's not gonna have so much space under it in a minute. I love the sound effects that I make sometimes. I'm just such a rarity in life. So again, look at that lift right there. It's going one way though for the moment. And the last one, I mean, just look at how nice this curl looks. So flipping it back, and now is when you just get to like kind of toss it into place. And I just love that lift in the crown that you get. I just like to kind of pull this down, and then I just by running your fingers through it, it becomes a little more wearable. So now, I mean, just look at that. Like, I can't tell you guys how much I love this hair. I toss it back like that, so that way it's kind of more on a side part. I love that. It gives you like all this major volume. By twirling the hair back and pinning it up there to cool, you get this amazing lift in the front. And I just love it. And then everything is just so beachy, so Victoria's Secret model. I mean, this is just my honest, hands down favorite hair right now. I'm doing this all the time, and I'm telling you guys, I do it straight off the blow dryer, and it comes out like this, voluminous, amazing. Throw some hairspray in it, it will hold, and put in your favorite shine serum. Mine is a Moroccan oil. I already have some in my hair from yesterday styling it, so I don't wanna grease it up, you know, but add some shine serum, and this look is phenomenal. It just looks effortless, but it looks amazing. So yeah, if you guys try out this hair look, tell me on Twitter, in the comments, Instagram me the hair, send me pictures. I want to see, because I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with this, and I think that you guys will be too. So I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys learned something, then give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to see what I put out next time. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!